Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door. And it's Saturday, and we're back into mega streaming time on a Saturday. These have been great. I know lockdown's not been the best, has it? However, these long Saturday sessions have kept me going. Hopefully, kept you going as well. So we are here right now for Cardiff versus Swansea. We'll keep half an eye on Wolves and Villa as well on the other screen, but we're going to be watching along Cardiff and Swansea, and then I'll take a little bit of a break and we'll be back for the Super Stream at about 2:55. So whether you're dipping in and out, whether you're with me for the duration, you are very, very welcome. Please give me your company and I will give you mine, and get your comments in throughout the afternoon. First of all, focused on Cardiff and Swansea. We can have a little bit of a chit chat. I saw Leeds and West Ham as well last night, so we can talk about that a bit if the entertainment lets us down in this one. As I said, we've got Villa and Wolves on in the corner there on the iPad as well, that I couldn't possibly show on the screen, else the Wolves would come tumbling down in copyright land, wouldn't they? Right. We'll get into this properly in just a second. Let me know that you can hear me loudly and clearly. Let me know if you're here. Get your predictions in for this one as well. Cardiff versus Swansea. Before we go any further, we must just quickly do our plugs. Which involves me giving a shout out to Charlie, 30 years of Loyal Royal. Here's to many more. That is Charlie, our sponsor for the live watch-alongs here on the channel. We thank him so much, and you too can thank Charlie by helping him out with his fundraising for the doctors that are currently treating his ill health there. www.depop.com/ReadingFan21. And you can donate him a football shirt, and that will obviously go to a very good cause. As ever, down the bottom there, you can support via Super Chat. My efforts here. Patreon as well. I'm definitely going to got something good to talk about on Patreon now, so we'll definitely get a Patreon-only vlog going up soon. And you can go to the Teesprings store as well, where if you type in the code LIVE at the checkout, you get a 10% discount on all Benjamin Bloom Football Channel merchandise. That is T-shirts, mugs, phone cases, hoodies, sweaters, etc., etc. You name it, we got it. Right. Let's see who's here real quickly. QPR Forever, nice one, is here. Liam is here. Jay, Bits is here. We've got another Bits' bet coming up. Carl is here. Lewis is suffering from COVID, bless him. Lost all the taste and smell. That must be weird. Yeah, stay with us, Lewis. We got your back, buddy. Don't worry. Jez is here. He says 2-2. Peace and love to all men. Oh, I suppose you can't say that in 2020. Peace and love to all human beings, however they choose to identify. 0-0, says Liam. 0-0, 1-1. Battle of the Welsh. It'll be end-to-end stuff. 3-2, plenty of goals, we hope. 2-2, and a 4-0 there against the Villa, of course. Is that iced tea? No, it's very, very warm. It's Tea Pigs Peppermint Leaves. Very nice, actually. Very nice indeed. We're having a Chinese tonight, so I will get on the wine later. I have a 99 Marseille shirt. We'll get that over to Charlie, Jez. And Charlie's here in hospital, need cheering up. We got you back, Charlie. You just keep watching us here. Right. Let's go to the split screen where we can bring up all of the teams. Ben on the brandy. Honestly, look, I can even show you the pot to prove it's not brandy. There you go. Breaking the fourth wall here. The pot was going to stay out of the shot, but the accusation came in early, didn't it? For Cardiff, there, unchanged. And Wilson plays. We wondered whether he'd be fit or not. So we think a 4-4-2. Smithies, Bennett, Nelson, Morrison, Bakuna. Centre midfield at right back. We always say those two positions are fairly interchangeable. don't we? Ojo, the first Liverpool loanee, Rules and Volks in the most championship central midfield pairing you could ever get there. Wilson, the brilliant Harry Wilson down the right. Mark Harris, who's got into this team and they've started winning. Remember, 4 wins on the bounce for Cardiff, and big Kiefer Moore up top for them. On the bench for Cardiff, Phillips, Bamba, Cunningham, Bagan, Benkovic, Pack, Murphy, White, Glatzel, particularly Pack, Murphy and Glatzel. I suspect we will see at some point today. Bit of experience and a bit of quality there. For Swansea, the normal 3 at the back system, but Bennett comes back in, and obviously you're up against Kiefer Moore and Sean Morrison and Curtis Nelson from all of these set plays, aren't you? So maybe not a bad shout that by Steve Cooper. Woodman in goal, Norton, Bennett, Grahey across the back. So Cabango still can't get in. Bidwell and Roberts are there every single week, aren't they? The wing backs for the Swans. So Ryan Manning can't get in. Fulton, Smith and Grimes. How that configures itself, we will find out. Don't expect to see Matt Grimes being a number 10 in the truest sense of the word, but maybe he'll get advanced. We know it'll be a triangle of some description. Which way round, we will find out. And then Ayew and Lowe up front. Ayew, obviously, brilliant player. However, they were just saying it, same as we say on this channel, they do lack a out-and-out, a Kiefer Moore type, a striker, goal scorer type character in there. Ayew and Lowe will try and do it in between them, but Ayew does carry a lot of the slack, doesn't he, there for Swansea. Bender on the bench, Cabango, Latibaudiere, Manning, Routledge, Danda, Palmer, Cullen and Gyökeres. So some quality on the bench there. I don't know whether they have the game changer, maybe Palmer or Danda coming on as a number 10, that Cardiff may have in sort of putting a Glatzel or a Murphy on. So it can be an interesting one, this one. Let's have a quick little look at the league table that tells us Swans can go into second place with a victory in this one and move on to 33 points from their 18 games. Cardiff are looking for the 5th straight victory, aren't they? Which would put them to 29. They can't get into the playoffs this round. But remember, another 2 to go before that week off. Only a week off for Christmas. Although Brentford and Stoke have got they've got League Cup quarterfinals, so they're not going to get a week off, by the way. But Cardiff in an excellent run. I forgot to do this yesterday, but hey, we'll get it to you completely hot off the press. I did my normal poll. To be fair, I only did it a couple of hours ago, so I don't know how many votes we are going to have. 57. There we go. And I did my normal poll as to how people expect this one is going to go. And as I waffle away, I've taken a screenshot of it and we can have a look. And that poll will tell us, as the wheel spins around, that 42% of 57 votes went for a Cardiff home win, 30% for a Swansea away win, 9% on a goalless draw, 19% on a scoring draw. Here is Bits' bet for today. You can follow this at Request a Bet on Sky Bet if you want to get involved. We have what is that? Is that a treble? Of Kiefer Moore to score. Cardiff to win. It's going to be more than the treble, isn't it? Both teams to score. Under 12 corners. How does he dream these up? All a bit of fun for us to follow along. So Kiefer Moore to score, Cardiff to win, both teams to score, under 12 match corners. If that comes in, he's a genius because I couldn't have even dreamed that up. You can go and follow that, but if you do, please gamble responsibly and do not chase your losses. Shall we have a look at some comments? Steve Cooper is out and ready and waiting. We're just waiting for the players to all get set. The players are also in the tunnel at the Wolves, ready for the Villa Wolves game as well. Let's do some comments, shall we, guys? Has the Pepsi gone into retirement? No, there's 3 crates of it downstairs, Jay. I'm just on the herbal tea today. Here come Grimes and Woodman for Swansea, leading them out. Purely as the only Brit on my uni course supports Cardiff, I'm therefore obliged to hope for a Swansea win. Schadenfreude. Love it. Afternoon to David. Thanks, Charlie. But if we both won a half each and we got away with one, I was adamant it wasn't a pen, but I had to withdraw my comment when I said about we're talking some Reading and Birmingham there earlier in the week. Speaking of true number 10s, John Terrell had quite a performance in that one, didn't he? Cheers, Bits, mate. Got really bad, literally shivering. Oh, Lewis, there for 5 hours, fully clothed. Oh, God. Not good. Keep that COVID away if you can. 3-3 says Charlie, more optimistic for goals. In March, I had 10 days of shivering. Oh, my God. Horrible cough and I lost my voice, but no breathing problems. God, it sounds horrible. I haven't had it, so I'm pleased about that, but I'm very sorry for you guys that have. It sounds dreadful. Let's just try and keep it away from people with underlying conditions, people, with levels of obesity and older people. And hopefully you guys seem to be bouncing back from it, but still dangerous, isn't it? I really dread this derby, says Liam. That's probably because I'm an inherently pessimistic Cardiff fan. Well, 4 wins on the bounce and going for the 5th one. And we will see how it goes. The players are now coming out. Wayne Routledge is still playing. Yeah, he's more than early 30s, isn't he? As a neutral with 2 Welsh clubs playing, I'm hoping there's some leaks in the 2 defensive. Oh, mystery. Oh, dear. Sweet little mystery. Name that tune. Had an idea. If anyone wants mince pies or apple pies or Christmas cake next year, we'll get that organised and promoted on the channel. QPR forever. Don't phone. It's just for fun. What did that used to be from? I can't remember that. March the 1st. No test because it wasn't a thing then, but I've never been that ill in all my life. Oh, dear. Hamza is here. Good afternoon to you, sir. Anir is here. AU double, says Jess. That'll be fun. Over the last 30 days, we were good. We don't win every bet, but £173 up. There we go. Jeffrey is here. Morning, Ben. I want to draw for this one. 2 points disappear into the ether. There you go. Yeah. Lee, expecting a tight game with Swans having most of the ball. Talking of possession, I know you like a possession stat. Cadiz beat Barcelona with set. Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. 9/10 of the law? Absolutely not, is it? Blackburn Norwich. I fancy Armstrong to do Norwich over today, says Jess. I hate December. Always end up having the flu on my birthday. Right. Just quickly over in the Villa game. No sign of Ross Barkley back by the look of it. And obviously no sign of Raul Jimenez, who had that bad injury. Adama Traore and Jack Grealish playing down the same side of the pitch. That should be fun. Ramsey is in for Villa in central midfield. Interesting one. Right. Here we go. I'll avert my gaze this way. And we're about to kick off Swansea versus Cardiff. There is the kickoff from me. Let me know if you want to sync up my stream with your TV coverage. Remember, if you're watching on Now TV or through your phone or laptop, it tends to delay a bit on the internet feed, doesn't it? So do let me know, and we will indeed do a little time sync for you, maybe a couple of minutes in. Here is Fulton, who's robbed of the ball by Kiefer Moore. Rolls plays it to Bennett, who clips that one in, and Norton chests away. A long one into the channel. Very, very sunny at one end of the pitch at Cardiff. Smithies has got the sun in his eyes, the Cardiff goalkeeper, probably for quite a while, actually, given it's only midday. You think they'd factor these things in when they build stadiums where the sun is going to go across, but still looks very, very bright there in this early kickoff. Grimes charged down there by Will Volks. I think he's handballed it, actually. Messy start to this one. Remember, Swansea organised but can play, and very good defensive record for that being said. Cardiff organised, tend to be a little more back to front, a bit quicker. Very dangerous though, and 4 wins on the trot. So we'll see how that transpires into this one. Throwing down the left for Swansea, Bidwell. Up in the air it goes. Grimes heads it on. Mayhew touches off to Low. Bacuna then concedes a throw-in for Cardiff. 2 minutes gone in this one. Throw-in taken by Bidwell again. Smith has come across. Bidwell tries to dink it over Wilson, who heads it out for another throw-in. We should have done Bits' bet on throw-in, shouldn't we? I hate this teapot. Does that thing where it dribbles as you pour it, catches the side. Turned over by Cardiff and cleared by Bacuna, not massively effectively. And Roberts scoops it up for Swansea. You genuinely can't see, basically see the outlines of the players in that sunshine there. So forgive me, down the Swansea right or the Cardiff left. Might be a little tricky one for me to tell who's on the ball. Norton has it now. Roberts inside to Mayhew. Swansea just building up a little head of steam. Mayhew inside into the box. Morrison tracks him. Morrison had a fun old day, didn't he? Own goal, penalty conceded, and scored the winner against Stoke in that turnaround victory for Cardiff during the week. Right, let's do a time sync then. I'll sync you up at 3:30, okay? In 3, 2, 1, 3:30 now. So you can sync your two feeds up to that point. Hopefully, does anyone do what I do, as in betting against your club so you get something back? You better do that against your rivals, Jeffrey, and then if they lose, you're happy they've lost, and if they win, you made some money. So read something the other day. Most red cards in football history have been in games between Swans and Cardiff. Good stat. Good stat, Charlie. Cardiff just can't get out at the moment, although it looks like a foul there on Joe Rules. I think Corey Smith fouled him. And both sides just feeling their way into this one. Swansea with a little bit more of the territory across this first 4 minutes. But, yeah, not a lot's happened so far, let's just say. Steve Cooper stands arms folded. Good manager, Steve Cooper. I'm a fan of his. He is complaining about the length of time. A goal kick is taken already 4 minutes into the game. Remember, these Cardiff players were coached by Neil Warnock, so they should be adept in the arts of stretching out the game on restarts, for example. Here's Guay being pressed by Harris. He's given it away, and Bacuna runs it out for a throw-in. Messy stuff, this one so far. Not the best. Not the best. Thrown down the line to Low. And I think Mayhew Well, Mayhew certainly went down. I don't know whether the foul, he didn't have the ball, who the foul has been given against there. I think it was for the pull on Mayhew as he ran past Low. And it's all very, very stop-start and a bit messy. It's another restart now. Free kick to Swansea. Grimes is over it. He's just going to knock it back to Fulton, who goes back into Bennett at the back. Switch of play out to Bidwell. Grimes. Low. Bidwell. Good football. Up in the air. Loopy cross. Headed back in by Roberts. Low. And it's 1-0 to Swansea. Wow. What a start in this one. I said not a lot had happened. I said the build-up was good. Then it was just a hopeful cross in from the left-hand side. But they make some of it on the back post. I think it might have been Connor Roberts again, who we saw in our watch-along game, brilliantly rise for a header against Forest. Is it him on the back post? It is. And he's nodded it back in. Low then gets on the end of it. He hits the shot first time, and it goes right through Smithies into the goal there. And does Joe Bennett have the sun in his eyes is all you're asking. But then wouldn't Connor Roberts also have the sun in his eyes? It's actually gone right through Smithies, literally kind of hits one knee and goes through his legs. But we have an opener in this one for Swansea. Jamal Lowe is the goal scorer. Perhaps Bennett and Smithies may not be happy with their defending in that goal. But it is 1-0 early on in this one. 7 minutes gone. First attack of the game, really, by either side. And Swansea have scored from it. We'll get your comments in a sec. Mayhew is in the 10 position now. Morrison stands him up nicely. Grimes is trying to win that. Surely there's been a foul on Will Volks. Let's get to your comments. Yeah, actually, let's do a live table, Alistair. Always helps, doesn't it? So here is the live table. Swansea in the lead early on will move into second position. Cardiff will stop where they are with others who can go past them. So 1-0 to Swansea, and as it stands, moving up into second place. Well, 1-0. We are up and running. Yes, we are indeed. Swansea, impressive. Yep, first attack, first goal. Get in there, says Aging Horizon. Keeper should save that. Yeah, there's a couple of things there, isn't there? Should Connor Roberts be winning headers? I know he won one against Sammy Amiobi, who's like, we established like 8 inches taller than him or something. Was the sun in Joe Bennett's eyes? So it shouldn't get headed across in the first place. And then he's just got to get his body behind that, and it's sort of hits him and goes through the legs, doesn't it? Poor goalkeeping. Those Swansea wing-backs are impressive. That is true. And here, they've been very consistent, those two, Bidwell and Roberts. Am I allowed to read that? Probably won't read that one. I can read that one. There we go. Upper Swans. Yes. Height doesn't matter. Look how small Lee Buchanan is. Well, height does matter. If you're 8 inches shorter than someone and they're both professional athletes, then you would think that if they both leap properly, the person who was 8 inches taller would win the header. And Connor Roberts just seems to punch his air, punch above his weight in the air, punch his air. I don't know what I'm talking about, do me. Anyway, 1-0, 9 and 25 seconds gone. 9 minutes, 25 gone. And we are off and running in this one. And this will require... We already had Steve Cooper complaining about a restart from Smithies taking a while. Well, Cardiff now will not be exercising in the dark arts of slowing things down, will they? Now they are chasing this South Wales derby. It's played outright. Cardiff in possession here. Bacuna inside to Volks. Wilson's come off his line to receive that. Rawls plays it into the channel for Kiefer Moore. Bennett has surely fouled him. Sliding in there and probably uttering the immortal words, "I took the ball." Doesn't matter, does it? Referee having a word with Ryan Bennett. Moore just getting there first and waiting for the contact and going down. I think it was a free kick. And we have a, attacking free kick for Cardiff, which is a good attacking outlet for the Bluebirds. Goal breakdown, 11 set plays this season for Cardiff. Goodness me. Let's see if they can get some quality on this one. Looks like Bennett is going to take it with the left foot from the left wing. Sorry, Harry Wilson is going to take it. Going to get a good delivery over. Moore's up, Nelson's up, Morrison's up. In it goes, headed down by Nelson. And that is easy for Woodman in goal. 11:46 gone, 1-0 to Swansea. Sean Morrison appealing. Nothing in it, though. And I think the Swansea defender just too strong for Nelson, who heads it weakly at Woodman. Here's Grimes. Grimes plays it out to Bidwell down the left, who plays it infield to Smith. Nice change of direction by him. And a nice switch of play out to Roberts, who's a dangerous customer at right wing back, isn't he? Ojo closes him down. It's gone infield. Smith has it. Smith inside to Grimes, to Lowe. Good build up again by Swansea. And this is how the goal came. A couple of good bits of passing across in the box, and you never know what can happen. Grimes to Ayew down the right. Oh, great skill by Ayew to send Joe Rules for one. He's still got it. Ayew comes in. A nice angled ball inside. Low, Roberts, and cleared by Morrison. Good football. Good football by Swansea. That they moved the ball really, really nicely. You do worry whilst they are moving the ball so beautifully. Who have they got to finish the chance when they create it? But they are in the lead in this one. But here come Cardiff on the break. And that surely is going to be a yellow card for Ryan Bennett. A body check to stop the attack. He knows it. And he takes the yellow card. Norton got robbed by Mark Harris. And Bennett basically just stands in his way and says, "I'll take a yellow card and stop the counter-attack here." Is Isaac Vassell still at Cardiff? I think he is, actually. He had a horrible injury, didn't he? Yeah. Are Swansea playing well? Yes, I believe they are. Everything working out so far for Swansea. Just conceded one free kick and a header at goal. That's it. Moved the ball around fairly well. Had probably the majority of the territory. And, most importantly, got the opening goal. Cardiff standing off Swansea. You can't do that. They'll pick you off. Too true, Lewis. Too true. Goal kick for Swansea. Woodman. Headed straight back down their throats. Cardiff trying to win it back high up. I think Kiefer Moore is guilty of a foul on Jay Fulton there. And Swansea on the free kick. Now, Swansea almost don't want to slow the game down because that's what Cardiff have been good at over these last seasons that they've been in the Championship. Here is Norton. Norton inside to Bennett and back to Norton. To Fulton. Cardiff not pressing the Swansea centre halves. So they're just knocking the ball about between them. Moore and Harris have been told, obviously, to stop it getting into midfield. Now Wilson does step out and engage. And I think they're going to win it back, are they? No, Jamal Lowe's just popped it back in to Bennett. It's nicely worked by Swansea. Out to Roberts, inside to Lowe. The goal scorer after 6 minutes. Out it goes wide to Roberts again. Into Mayhew, edge of the box. Grimes has got it. Grimes about 25 yards out. Good feet by him. Smith into the box. It's going to go loose to Roberts and it's blocked. They do look dangerous, Swansea. Ojo's got it clear and Fulton concedes. A throw-in. Come on, Swansea, says Liam. And Mr. RCG says, I'm a Cardiff fan. There we go. How is Shaylee? Shaylee's lovely, Lewis. She is downstairs with the dogs who we have this weekend, which is very lovely, isn't it? What tier is Bedfordshire? We are in tier 2, so I can't go anywhere or do anything. Good thing we got this thing going, isn't it, eh? Down into the channel. Oh, Mayhew Morrison took him out there. I think Morrison's going to get booked for that. Morrison, the wily old fox, holds his rib cage. He knows that Mayhew did him, and he knows that he took Mayhew down there. He's such a tricky customer, Mayhew. He's quick, he's strong, he's direct, isn't he? And he just suckers Sean Morrison into that tackle and then goes down the other side of it. So we've got 2 yellow cards in this game so far. Ryan Bennett for Swansea and Sean Morrison, the 2 older statesmen, head it, kick it, centre halves. Dangerous free kick, though, for the Swans. Left-hand side of the box, Connor Roberts is going to swing it in with his right foot. In it goes from Roberts. Gray was up at the back post. Good punch by Smithies. Corner for Swansea. Good delivery by Roberts. It's going to be a corner to Swansea. Bennett's up. Guay's up. Driven in. Oh, it's hit the post. Goodness me, they took the corner short. It was absolutely lashed in from the left-hand side. I think possibly Smithies got a touch on that. The corner went short. I think it was Grimes, and he fired it across the box there, and it smacks off the far post. Swansea inches from going 2-0 up there. Wow. Need to see a replay of that. It was in that bright, sunny area on the pitch, so it was quite hard to see the shot actually coming in, and then it flashes in and hits the post. Oh, they've turned it over here. Kiefer Moore into the box. Surely he got fouled on the edge of the box, in which case Bennett is in trouble. He's already been booked. They let the advantage go, and Moore had the shot. They're asking the question about a second yellow for Bennett. It's all happening in this one. It was given away. Moore goes round Bennett and then takes the shot. Ref pulls it back, says there's no advantage. In my view, as soon as you take the shot, you've used the advantage. But there you go. If Moore goes down there, Bennett's probably getting sent off for a second yellow. But Moore stays on his feet. That's a very interesting one. So Bennett has gotten away with that one, I think. He looks a bit pensive in the wall. We still haven't seen the Swansea chance that hit the post as well. Lot happening in this one. We're coming up 20 minutes. So now what has been given is a free kick right on the edge of the box for Cardiff, which Harry Wilson is going to take. It's really, really central. Cardiff are trying to put as many players in the wall and in the way of Woodman. It's so close in. If the line's at 18 yards, this is 19 yards. So Wilson, there's a gap to Woodman's left if he can curl it up and over with his left foot. Here comes Wilson, and he puts it over the bar. Wow, so much happened there in that couple of minutes. Swansea hit the post at one end. We just have another look. Wilson's free kick. Ooh, doesn't miss by a hell of a lot, that one. Just tried to shape it into the top corner with a short run up. So Swansea hit the post. And then down the other end, Roberts got robbed. Ryan Bennett, who's already been booked, penalised for a foul on Keith Moore on the edge of the box. Moore keeps his feet. And we're just having a look. Oh, that's a good save, actually, by Smithies. He tips that one onto the post. Moore is honest and stays up and then takes a shot. I have a funny feeling if he'd have gone down like a sack of potatoes there, that Bennett would have been in a bit of bother there, having already been booked in this one. Let's do a time check for delayed pilot. We'll do that at 22 minutes, which will be in about 15 seconds time. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1 into 22 minutes. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. 22 minutes there if you want to sync up. Great from Swansea there, marking the near post. He loves to smash it close from free kicks. Share your coffee, bro. I'll email you some. Cardiff coming into it since Swansea hit the post now. Had a bit of possession. Here's Ojo. Played into the front. And Moore, who tries to lay it off back to Ojo. He wins it back off Lowe, and then Lowe fouls him. And it is therefore a free kick to Cardiff. And it goes wide to Bennett. Bennett pops it diagonally into the box. Morrison hits the deck there. Jake Bidwell walks away, and Morrison goes back into his centre-back position. It's going to be a goal kick to Swansea. 23-16 gone in this one. Swans lead 1-0. Headed away by Bennett and helped on by Grimes. And then Lowe. Mayhew couldn't win it in the air against Nelson. Messy, but it's gone forward to Jamal Lowe, who looked like he'd stretched his arm out to handball that. Sean Morrison sidesteps him there. He then boots it out of play, but nice bit of skill in the first instance. And Swansea taking their sweet time to take this throw in. In it goes into the centre circle, and it's broken for Guay, who comes over halfway line. Purposeful run from him. Lovely ball into the channel for Lowe. Lowe gets the cross in, nicely dealt with by Bennett, though. Again, not having that number 9 busting a gut to get into the 6-yard box there, Swansea. I mean, maybe Lowe, the guy who's crossing the ball, maybe that's his job, but yeah, he was running the channel there. Here's Grimes. Grimes plays it forward to Smith. Smith's cross is blocked out by Joe Bennett. I've just realised we've got a Bennett on either team, so maybe I need to say their Christian name. Throw in from the right, from Swansea, from Roberts. He's hooked it past Harris again, and Curtis Nelson boots that one clear. Ojo with the header. Another little messy passage. We've had a few of those in the game so far. Is Gordon Bennett playing? No, just Joe Bennett and Ryan Bennett. Morrison clears. Moore can't get it under control. And Swansea probably want to just put their foot on the ball now and try and just get some passes going, because they won't want the game to go the way it is going to be messy. They want to try and control it. That'll play into Cardiff's hands. They have, as soon as I say that, of course, given the ball away and straight back to the Bluebirds. 26 gone in this one. Smithies launches the goal kick forward. And Wilson gets the throw in. Gray puts it out. And I think Will Volks is going to toss this one into the box. Yes, he's going to dry the ball. Here comes Kiefer Moore. Here comes Sean Morrison. Yeah, Mason Bennett at Derby is now at Millwall, isn't he, with Gary Rowett? Volks, long throw in into the box. Morrison's there on the near post. It goes loose. Ayew's going to get hold of it. Nice feet as ever by Ayew. Good tackle, though, in the end by Rules. Here is Wilson. Wilson plays it left to Bennett and gets it back. It's about 40 yards out, Wilson. Ojo, nice feet to beat Grimes. Grimes gets back goal side. Ojo's beating him again. Can he get crossing now? Yes, he can. Not a bad one. Bennett heads that one out, and low, touched on by Grimes to Smith. And they weren't interested in the quick counter there. They want to keep the ball here, Swansea. And it's played into the back three to Gray. Not the best give and go there. And Morrison steps out to win that one ahead of Andre Ayew. Ojo's very narrow. So is Wilson. It looks like more often than not, Ojo and Wilson are coming in as narrow attackers rather than being old school wingers 4-4-2 style. Maybe they're just finding it hard up against the two wing backs of Swansea, who are good, aren't they? Bidwell and Roberts. Free kick, nonetheless, for Cardiff. I think Volks is going to put this onto the penalty spot. Morrison is up there. Morrison gets the header. No one in the drop zone, and Lowe tries to clear it. Ojo charges him down. Bacuna charges him down. And it's out for a Swansea goal kick. If Wilson scores, I wonder if Ben will shout his name like Tom Hanks in Castle. I think that's Callum Wilson that he scores all the time, doesn't he? Especially when I take him out of my goddamn fantasy team. Dear oh me. Throw in to Cardiff again. Lots of restarts in this one. Ball out of play a lot. Cardiff throwing down the right now for Bacuna. Wilson wants it. No one else does. Where's Bacuna going to throw this then? All the way into the front to Harris, who hasn't got into the game at all yet, Mark Harris, has he? Lovely turn there by Grimes and draws the foul from Will Volks. 29-23 gone. Swansea lead by Jamal Lowe's 6th minute goal. Cardiff's press working quite well. Is at the moment, isn't it? Yeah, Swansea been hemmed in probably for 3 or 4 minutes now. It's weird with Cardiff because they almost use the press to defend rather than to attack, don't they? Whereas a lot of teams now use it to win the ball high up. Whereas Cardiff are still happy to, for the play to be slow and free kicks and set plays and get those big guys in the box. They're crossed in from Bidwell. Roberts following up at the back post. He's played it to Norton. Norton's cross deflected. Smithies makes the catch there. Bacuna, is that the ex-Villa one? Now, I get confused here Because there's two. There's Juninho Bacuna, who plays for... Hang on, let me just click this button and I'll give you the actual answer. This is Leandro Bacuna. Did he play for Reading? Villa? I can't remember. There's Juninho Bacuna as well, who plays for Huddersfield. I think they both ended up at right back as well, and they're both midfielders. If anyone wants to smarten me up on which Bacuna has done what, I'm sure they're both making a lovely living playing in the Championship, both decent enough players as well. Joshua says Villa and Reading. That's this one. Thanks, Josh. Where did the Huddersfield one come from? Has he played in English football for anyone else? I don't remember. Just on the other screen, seeing a very theatrical yellow card being given by Mike Dean for John McKinn. Lowe chasing into the channel for Swansea, and Nelson gets it back to Smithies, who clears. Wilson tries to bring it down, but he's too close to the touchline, and out it goes. 1-0 still in this one. Bidwell has the throw-in. Gray knocks it back to Bidwell. Sensible pass by Bidwell into Bennett, who's got a ton of space now. Slow pace on this game. Here's Norton, Roberts, Fulton. Moore closes him down. Nice ball by Fulton into Lowe. Good football. Lowe is in on the right-hand side. He's got three men into the box. He tries to cross it for Bidwell, arriving on the far post. Sean Morrison covers it. Smith is going to recycle. Roberts, nice ball again to Smith. Well, they've certainly played all the football in this one. Morrison clears again. Good head-it, kick-it defending by Sean Morrison, as you'd imagine. He's walking away from his goal, so there must have been an offside in that one. They do look dangerous, Swansea, when they do bring the wing-backs forward and play the quick passes around Cardiff. They can't quite cope with that. But given they've got the lead, they don't actually seem too bothered about committing to do that. They'll do it when they get a reasonable overload, but they're not taking any risks here, Swansea at all, which makes all the sense in the world given they have the lead. Mark Gray goes, oh, what is Kiefer Moore doing there? Kiefer Moore just swings his arm out at Mark Gray, who lands on top of him. Gray's furious, and Volks is shouting at Gray. Kiefer Moore was really silly there. He swiped his arm away at Gray. Now, if that's to push a player off who's laying on top of you, that's one thing. But we know what the laws say about an attempt to strike an opponent. You've got to be so careful with that, haven't you? Especially in VAR land. Not that this is VAR land. Oh, it looks like the fourth official is Keith Stroud, everybody. So red card incoming. That is Keith Stroud, isn't it? Who's being called over here? I think Gray's being called over. Gray's gesturing for the elbow again. I think Gray might get a yellow card for going through the back of Kiefer Moore. So yellow card for Gray. I think Kiefer's going to get the yellow as well, presumably for retaliation. So Gray lands on Moore, sits on his back. That's so silly from Moore. He proper swings out his arm there. Silly, because you just see, you saw the reaction, for example, when the Arsenal player headed Alioski for Leeds, and the ref literally took 1 second to look at it, and he's like, red card. So you got to be so careful, haven't you? Free kick into the box. Morrison heads it on. Out it goes for a goal kick. Out the baggies, says Jacob. Keith Stroud. Man of the match for Stroud. No, Jeffrey Pack is on the bench. Keith Stroud, he actually came onto the pitch, Lewis, as well, to do his fourth officialing there. Yes, Bits' bet would have been dead in the water if Kiefer got himself sent off. But he didn't. And all is well in Wales. I think we had 4 yellow cards now in this one, though. So a little bit spiky, isn't it? Bidwell is taking his time with the restart, throws it down the line, and Bakuna puts it out for another throw that Bidwell will take. Would I have sent off the Leeds player in the Arsenal game? Absolutely, Charlie. Absolutely. You can't behave in such a way, and the laws say that any attempt to headbutt where the contact is made, unless force is negligible, I believe, is a red card. So you just can't do it, can you? Swans for promotion this year, in your opinion? I think it'd be in the top 6 or thereabouts. It's just the and someone got very upset on YouTube with me calling them the parachute cartel. If you support any of those teams that are getting year 1 parachute payments and you're upset by me using the term parachute cartel, then that's on you, because it's just a silly little way of grouping them together, in the way that I would, if Swansea or Cardiff were first and second, I'd call them the Welsh cartel. It just is what it is. Apparently in 2020, you can't use a fact to describe something without upsetting somebody. But with all of that being said, it's going to be hard to get past those teams. And when you do hear me say parachute cartel, you have never at any point heard me say that it's the fault of those teams that they've received the money. It's not their fault. They're getting something out of the system, aren't they? It's the system that's broken. So yeah, don't get triggered if you hear me say parachute cartel. It's just a bit of fun. I call them the parachute posse if that was more helpful. But there we go. 3 things certain in life: death, taxes, and football fans getting incredibly oversensitive about anything said about their teams. Here is Grimes. To Mayhew. My point was that it's going to be hard for Swansea to usurp the parachute cartel at the top there in terms of promotion for the Swans. Mayhew, clever bugger, wins a corner off Sean Morrison. Love Pack at Bristol City. Proper hard-working and energetic midfielder, but moved to one of our main rivals. Even I don't know why, after playing well. Well, and if you look as well, Annie, you got Corey Smith playing in midfield here for Swansea as well. So a couple of midfielders out of Bristol City in recent times who've played a lot of games, let's just say, for that club. Roberts with the corner. In it goes on the floor to Mayhew. Tries to roll Bennett, but couldn't quite get there. Back it goes to Woodman, who clears it out. Long ranger there from Mayhew is easy for Smithies. How is the match, says Paddy? As you'd expect it, really. It's not flowing typically well. I think Swansea, now that they've got the lead, are quite happy for it to be a little bit bitty. I think Cardiff will get a bit more aggressive with their attacking as we go on, but a bit of a chess game at the moment where no one wants to make the next mistake, essentially, would be my view on it. The Preston posse. Nice. When we win, we're getting promoted. When we lose, sack the manager. Absolutely, Josh. A football fan's logic in microcosm there. Joe's just asking about the Benjamin Bloom weekend 11. Let me write that down because he's asked before about this. Benjamin Bloom weekend 11. That would be fun. Would require me to be organised, wouldn't it? Who scored for Swansea? Jamal Lowe. Cardiff working very hard, to be fair. Yup. Never accused them of not putting a shift in. Clubs getting the parachute money aren't exactly going to turn around and say no thank you. But of course they're not. Exactly, Jay. And I think the fans of these clubs would get a lot more credit from other fans if they turned around and said something to the effect of, oh, Christ, yeah, we love having the parachute money. It's great. I'm not going to knock it. But there's this kind of weird parachute guilt that they've got where they're really defensive about it. If you mention it, they get all funny, don't they? And that speaks volumes for the fact that they actually do know that it's a huge advantage as well. I mean, it just is. There's no way around it, is it? So, love Palmer at City. Never given a proper run in the team. Hope you get more minutes at Swans. Not sure what's going on. Yeah, especially given that Gibbs White is injured. Free kick here. In it goes into the box looking for Moore. Moore gets the flick, but it's going to go out. They're defending the set plays pretty well thus far, Swansea, aren't they? (41:55). Fourth official Stroud is chuntering away to Steve Cooper. He'll be more than happy with this, won't he? 1-0 as it stands. 42 minutes and 10 gone. I don't think Tomlin is on the bench, Josh. I don't remember mentioning his name. I know Glatzel and Murphy are. Yeah, no Tomlin on the bench, which would have been the proper Bristol City connection there. Big header cleared by Morrison. And Ryan Bennett with the most tremendous bit of championship defending there, just chesting it down and hoofing it out of play. Throw into Swansea, and they are more than happy again to pass the ball to Will Volks, who lobs the throw in. Ojo tries to make something of it. Ayew shepherds it out. Ayew's one of those players for Swansea where if he was a centre midfielder, he'd be their best centre midfielder. If he was a wing back, he'd be their best wing back. He's just a good football player, isn't he? Surprised Sol Bamber is playing on the bench. Was shocked when I saw him. He's still playing. I bet he'll go to Middlesbrough, won't he, in the January one? Warney takes Bamber wherever he goes, doesn't he? Dwight Gale to Derby. That will cost you some salary, won't it, in the Championship? Although Gale is a bagsman in the Championship, isn't he? A super striker at Championship level, of course. Throw into Cardiff. Which has gone in field to Ojo, and they've got a little bit of an overload now, but Swansea back into position. Rolls tried to play it around the corner. That is going out for a goal kick. Swansea are defending well. (44-23). Traore and Grealish having a bit of a dust up here in the on the iPad on the other screen there in the Villa Wolves game. That one is 0-0. Swansea clear their lines. And Harris tries to get away. At the moment, I don't see Mark Harris lasting past the hour in this one. I think he'll be taken off. I think he's been very quiet, hasn't he? Struggled up the top there. Kiefer Moore always, makes his presence felt, doesn't he? And Harris has struggled to do the same. Remember, Swansea's defence is, if you judge defence by goals against, Swansea's defence is the best in the league, isn't it? Throw in to Swansea. We're into stoppage time now. They're just trying to run this half down. Headed away. Moore tries to knock that one off, and Norton just hooks it forward again. They're in a bit of a battle here. Mayhew, who literally never gives the ball away, does he? And it's Fulton. Nice ball inside by Fulton. Smith, Norton, Fulton, Smith, Low out to Roberts, to Fulton, to Low again. Good build up this. Low, edge of the right-hand side of the box. Roberts again to Fulton. There was a pass on inside to Roberts there from Fulton that he didn't take, and that would have been a shooting position from the edge of the box. But I think they're looking pretty solid in terms of getting to half-time here. Well, there's only 20 seconds of minimum stoppage time left. Mayhew to Smith. Right up in the corner. Back to Mayhew. Roberts scoops it over. Norton tries to roll his man. And he would have won a corner, actually. But the ref blows for half-time. And at half-time in this one, it's Cardiff 0, Swansea 0. Get your thoughts in on the first half via the comments. Swansea scoring with pretty much the first attack of the game there on 6 minutes. Jamal Lowe scoring a bit of nice passing. The ball sailed over to the back post. Roberts wins the header. Bennett, does he have the sun in his eyes? Pass on that one. If he does, then why doesn't Roberts? But gets headed across. Jamal Lowe hits it first time from close range. Smithies can't get his body behind the ball properly. He does get his body behind it, but ends up banging off one leg through the other leg and into the goal. Cardiff didn't really force a hell of a lot. Harry Wilson had a free kick not far away from the left-hand post. Ryan Bennett got booked and then fouled Keith Moore on the edge of the box, and an advantage was given, and then it was pulled back. I think that's close. I think Ryan Bennett, if he makes another remotely yellow card-ish foul in the second half, will be given a yellow card, whether it is or not, on the kind of totting up process. I think the ref will know that. Swansea moved the ball the better. Haven't really created anything much more on top of it. There was the one flashed across the box and tipped onto the post by Smithies. Let's have a look at the numbers and we'll get your thoughts on this one. Let me remove the banner. So 62% possession for Swansea. 4 shots to 2, 3 on target to 1. 2 corners to 0, 1 big chance to 0, 227 passes to 146. So if you're a pure numbers guy, which I wouldn't encourage you are, but they're all in Swansea's favour, aren't they? But we know Cardiff, they just need a throw-in and they can score. So of all the teams to top numbers up and use against, Cardiff are probably not the ones you want to do that. In terms of subs, we talked about a few. I suspect Glatzel for Harris might be on Neil Harris's mind. Murphy we might see for Ojo at some point, but not just yet. And Swansea will be very, very happy with what they are doing. And I'm sure we'll probably see Casey Palmer at some point in the second half, or Cullen maybe if they want to just put a fresh pair of legs, up top just to add a bit of pace as Low tires. Swansea in complete control. Their goal was beautifully worked. Cardiff slow. Yeah, you can see, Chris, that Swansea have got it in their skill set to go up a gear. But because they're in the lead in this one, they're quite happy with this, how it is panning out. And their ability to defend means that 1-0 could be absolutely fine for the 3 points. Couldn't it? They may not need a second goal. But yeah, some of the passing, the quick angles and very leads actually from last season where the fullback or the wing back is the key guy and they either make a run right round the outside or inside and they're the third man and receiving the ball. So, yeah, nice. Come on, Swansea, says Pucker. You haven't got dressed, Jay. Shocking business. What time is it? 13:22. And you're not dressed. Unbelievable scenes. Shaylee's just sent me a Snapchat of her cake she's made downstairs, which looks delightful. Need a Wednesday win, as some of my wife's family are Barnsley fans. Conflict of interest, I think that is called. Cardiff provided very little attacking threat, but have been pretty good defensively. Swansea have been good value for their lead. Had some good passing spells. Agree. Yeah, agree. Swansea have been efficient. Cardiff have been poor. There you go. Swansea haven't needed to be really, really good. Ben, why is there a perception with football fans that Wayne Rooney is stupid? I don't understand it. Well, you may have heard the term Trump derangement syndrome to apply to President Trump. I happen to think that applies to Jack Grealish and Wayne Rooney, where people get deranged by certain characters. For whatever reason, I don't know, because they're incredibly famous or something they do, but they can't regulate their opinions on them. So because they can't, I don't know whether it's resentment or jealousy or envy or what, but they can't quite regulate a sensible opinion. So I put it down to Rooney derangement syndrome. We're just having a look at the Swansea goal here. Nice ball round the corner. Bidwell does all he can with the cross, just lobs it up to the back post. I mean, between Bennett and Ojo, there should be a far better challenge on Connor Roberts there. And Smithies, well, yeah, I mean, I guess you say should save it, but it is a shot from 6 yards with a defender in the way as well. And, you know, sometimes they just go through. I mean, it's hardly a perfect finish, is it, by Lowe? If he'd swept it into the corner hard and low, we'd all say fine, yeah. Great finish, but... Lewis says, Cardiff were behind at Stoke. Well, they were indeed. Let's have a look at this other chance here. Is that Grimes swings it across? I don't know whether he's shooting or crossing that. He fires it into the area. It's one of those best of both worlds one, isn't it? Well, someone gets a header on it, it's a cross. If it goes in the goal, it's a shot. You know, where it ends up defines what it is, if you know what I mean. They're now talking about this Bennett foul. We don't want to see players diving, let's just say. But I think Kiefer Moore there essentially has made a bad decision by not going to ground. I think if he hurls himself to the ground there, I think Bennett would have got sent off. I said that in the commentary as well. But we know referees don't give decisions if you don't go down. They just don't do it. So you don't blame players for going down, do you? I don't have the sound on. Danny Gabardin's talking about. I'd be interested to know what he was saying. Perhaps he agrees with me. But, yeah. But look out for Bennett in the second half. He's not going to get away with any fouls now. The ref knows he possibly could have been in for a second yellow there. Couldn't have been better. Up the Jacks, says Aging Horizon. Very happy with the first half. Not dressed either. Been in house trousers since March. What are house trousers? They're like jogging bottoms bits. I've never heard that term before. House trousers. Lovely stuff. I wonder if I ask Shaylee for a Pepsi, whether she'll bring me one up. Let's see how the service is around here. Can I get a Pepsi, please, darling? Sky have just gone to their second ad break, so we should be back for the second half. I must worry about load shedding on top of the virus. Oh dear. Of course she isn't my servant, Lewis, but I'm in the middle of a stream and I'm just asking my wonderful partner whether, as part of our excellent teamwork together, there she is, look. Can you show everyone your cake?
I don't think they'll be able to see it, will they?
Can you see it? Looks like a cartoon on there. Shaylee has made a little mermaid cake. That looks tremendous, doesn't it? Thank you, darling. Give me a kiss. She's got no makeup on. She doesn't want to get in the shot. Mwah. Thank you. Lovely. I enjoyed Keith Stroud's excursion onto the pitch. Classic Stroud, Chris. Classic Stroud, wasn't it? Half-time in our other game. Sorry, did us away from there. Is Wolves 0, Villa 0. Remember, Villa, one of our dearly departed teams. Could do with Captain Jack getting a goal in that one for my fantasy team. Keith Stroud is my hero. It's going to be like that episode of Alan Partridge where Annie is going to get a big Keith Stroud tattoo on his chest or his back or something, isn't he? Actually, what game did we do the other day where Stroud was actually fine, wasn't he? I can't remember what it was. And then we had Langford as well. No, I had Langford at the game I was at on Tuesday night, Watford and Rotherham. And Langford was absolutely fine as well. So I have seen Stroud and Langford have good games in consecutive times I've seen them. Ben, who do you think is best equipped to challenge the Paraplegic? What a great question, Ricky. What a good question. Ricky, don't lose that number. Well, if we go through those teams that are currently challenging them, Swansea have probably got, in terms of pattern and play and manager, an advantage, and Ayew, obviously, if he stays fit. Reading, you would say, if they can keep Elise, Ajaria, Zhao and Maite all fit, have probably got the best collection of forwards. Bristol City seem to, at the moment, know how to see out a win in a few of the games I've seen. Brentford, you would suggest, have the most quality out of all of them in terms of technically skilled players. But then Stoke, in terms of actual volume of squad, decent. Cardiff, where we're watching them today, not so sure. But they do have Wilson, obviously, who in the Championship is a bit of a cheat code, isn't he? Blackburn have Harvey Elliott and Adam Armstrong, who are very, very good. It's tricky. Probably Brentford are the best equipped to challenge them. But if any of them have an incompetent period of, say, 8-10 games, then for any of the reasons I've just given, any of the other teams could take advantage. What about Trevor Kettle? Pot calling the kettle black. For me, I just don't see anyone with a 20-man squad anywhere near those teams. No, they don't. Probably Stoke are the closest in terms of quantity of players. But Ben, you forgot us. I always get this forget thing. Obviously, Nat is joking. But no, I didn't forget you. I deliberately didn't mention it. Hoping for a big second half, says Miles. Come on, you bluebirds. Who was that? That was Stroud, wasn't it? Yeah, he was fine, wasn't he? Absolutely fine. Referee Stroud. Lewis says Brentford best equipped. What are you sending me on Instagram, Charlie? Oh, God, is there another VAR one on the handball? It's a Wolves defender heading down like that. I don't know. Is the arm in an unnatural position? You tell me. Derby have played the Parachute Cartel and picked up 4 points. There you go. Maybe Derby are going to take the cartel down. Again, please, no one get triggered by the use of the term cartel. It's a silly joke. And obviously, they don't decide. Well, they do indirectly, don't they? I was going to say they don't decide how much parachute money they get. But obviously, parachute money is voted for by, go figure, the Premier League. And all of these teams in the Premier League. Don't start me about the system, but there you go. Sir Keith Richards. I'm a Birmingham fan, and I think we've got the best squad we've had in years compared to the youth club we had at the end of last season. It was a youth club at the end, wasn't it? I hate the "can I get" phrase. I would say, no, but you can have one. Just a pet annoyance. Who said that? Did I say that? Did I say, can I get a Pepsi? Oh, I did, didn't I? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Just a turn of phrase, hey? Sky are back, so he should be starting the second half imminently. Guys, it's coming up 2 o'clock in about 25 minutes. So when teams start coming through, do let me know of any headline team news from the 3 o'clock games, and then we'll disappear for a little bit. And we'll be back at 2:55 for the Saturday Super Stream, which is great fun, really. Here they come. Here they come. The beautiful ones. Name that tune. What a song. Anyway, here they come. Cardiff. Harry Wilson. Obviously, we don't think he's 100% fit, do we? The Swans players coming out for the second half. They have that Jamal Lowe goal to defend and the lead there. Here comes Mayhew, obviously the key star player for Swansea and one of the best in the league. I think we'd all agree. Suede, absolutely. What a song. Am I the only one that ain't sold on Ivic? That team should win the league by a mile. Dini, Sar, Hughes, Capuo, Foster, Pedra. It's tricky, isn't it? With these relegated squads, you do assume they should just be straight back up. So we said it about Parker all last season, didn't we? If he goes up, he's done a good job. If he doesn't, he's done a bad job. It's that binary when you got the most money and the most good players. Do I predict an Ipswich win today? No. Absolutely not. Ipswich got Pompey today, who are on rather decent form, actually. Fulton plays it back to Guay, and the ball goes long. And the second half has started. Let me know if you need a time check. Thrown in and cleared up to Kiefer Moore. Cardiff bustling about a little bit more in the first instance. Perhaps they need to try and keep that pace up. There's a Swansea player gone down. I think we're going to have another look at this. There's an advantage played. Falls to Bidwell on the back post. Oh. We're going to get a yellow card for Joe Rules. Who did he go through the back of there? Referee gave the advantage. It's going to be Fulton. Just bumps into, well, Rules rather, just a bit late on Fulton after he's played the ball. Will I be going to watch Ipswich anytime soon? I could probably get in the press box. I think I might wait till the new year. A couple of the Blue Monday team are there. In fact, I just got a picture from one of the hospitality boxes. One of them's there already having dinner. So all of that's working nice and well. So, yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back soon. We'll figure out when we'll be in. Long throw by Swansea nearly breaks on the edge of the box, and Cardiff clear it. Steve Cooper, accidentally on purpose, mispasses it to Connor Roberts so he can take a little bit longer. And we're going to get another long throw going in now. Roberts goes down dramatically there. I think Harris did catch him, but he flung himself up in the air, did Connor Roberts. Mind you, I can't be saying on the one hand, Kiefer Moore should have gone down in the first half and then blame Connor Roberts for doing exactly that, because you'll all call me a hypocrite, won't you? And you'd be right. Free kick to Swansea on the right-hand side. So Grimes can swing it in with the left foot. Roberts can swing it out with the right foot. Nelson and Morrison organising the defensive line for Cardiff. Bennett's got a run at Kiefer Moore on the back post. It's a poor free kick by Roberts and cleared out by the first man. Let's do some new questions here. I think Cambridge can beat Forest Green today at Deesville. I would not have the slightest idea about Cambridge and Forest Green. If anyone wants to take that tip, on your head be it. Portsmouth do give out plenty of chances. You need to take them. Yeah. Ipswich and taking chances. Well, not too bad at taking chances, actually making them. That's the issue. But if Portsmouth give them out, that'll all be good. Foul by... who was that? I think it's Rolls on Corey Smith there. How has Bielsa been nominated for Manager of the Year? He's a very good manager, but not on that level. I don't know. Get a few more column inches on their award, probably, is why he won't win it. Here is Roberts down in the corner, wins a throw-in from Ojo. Swansea really, we use the term game management a lot, don't we? They're really managing this half. They're just, it's messy as you like, but they seem to have had the ball the whole time, or it's been defensive throw-ins. Roberts tosses it into the box. And finally, Cardiff get possession, but Bakuna gives it straight back to Fulton, who gives it away, and Cardiff have a goal kick. And I suspect they'll push right up the pitch and take this goal kick long and try and just reset the territory. Who do I think is better placed for a playoff spot between these two? Swansea, I think, just on pattern of play and manager. I think that's more sustainable what they're doing. But hey, look, they both got in last year, didn't they? So it's not to say that one will get in and the other won't. I would just have Swansea a little bit better placed. Can they get a striker in January, I wonder? Then they'd be really well placed, wouldn't they? Substitution for the stream. Peppermint tea off. Pepsi on. Absolutely. Nice little pick-me-up. Right, here come Cardiff. It's out into the left-back area with Bennett. Bennett plays it inside to Rules. Rules is attempted ball into the box, deflects up in the air. Right, now Ojo's got some space on the left wing. What can he do? Here, steps over once. It's gone loose and into the box. I think it's Bennett. Ojo crosses again on the near post there. And I think he's got a boot in the face. Kyle Norton. It was Joe Rules trying to get across the front of him. And just haven't had a lot of quality when they've got into positions that they've been in. Cardiff, they do rely on decent crossing and decent finishing, don't they? And that hasn't happened. And particularly there, Ojo did get one-on-one in the left wing position. You just think, go at him, go on. Make him make a tackle, run into the box. And just a little bit half-assed, I think. I'd describe this Cardiff performance as in the second half. But they've had the territory now for the past 2 minutes, which they didn't have for the first 5 minutes of the second half. Cardiff need, Josh Murphy says, Liam. Or Liam as well. I mean, just stick Glatzel in and just hit the front. You know, get your 2 wide players really narrow and play, just when you get the ball, play it into Moore and Glatzel. It looks like someone is getting ready there, or are they just going for a warm-up on the Cardiff bench? It's in the background. Long throw-in is going to go in the box from Volks here. Morrison is forward. He's been double-marked by the look of it. It goes into Morrison's vicinity. Knocked down. Moore backheels it over the top of the bar. Oh, and Moore is holding his hamstring. He hasn't done his hamstring trying to do a backheel half volley there, has he? Well, it was a chance. The throw-in goes loose. Hopefully for Kiefer Moore, that will just be a little tweak on the hamstring and he can run it off. But we did see Kiefer Moore score a couple of brilliant back heels for Wigan last season, didn't we? Doesn't quite get the technique right there. Back heels it into the ground. It bounces up over the bar. But how's his hamstring? He's not down and the game's going on. Oh, no. Bits, cash out now. Quickly. That's not good news for Cardiff. And they'll hope that it's a little tweak, a little mild strain or something. Rob Glatzel is getting kitted up and ready to go. Talking to Marlon Pack. But Kiefer Moore's going off here. Neil Harris giving out some instructions to Ojo and Harris and Volks. Glatzel's getting ready to come on. 54-35 gone. Moore hops up and walks gingerly, still holding the right hamstring by the look of it. Yeah, and he's out of the game. So bad news for our bits bet. That's all over because Kiefer needed to score and Rob Glatzel is coming on. One tall target man for another. Get your thoughts in on that. Don't blame you for predicting a Wednesday win, says Eli. We never get anything there. It would be a miracle if we win. Everyone was telling me about these hoodoos yesterday. Coventry and Wickham and Sheffield Wednesday and Barnsley. But as ever, always pay attention to the conversations in my predictions. Just don't pay any attention to the actual predictions. Oh, Bits still. Oh, thank you, Bits. A super chat there. He still has got plan B running and managed to... How is cash out still available on a bet that literally can't win? They didn't think that one through, did they? Or did you get in there before the sub had actually happened? Bits. Gregor McGregor face. Bristol Post finest. I think I follow him on Twitter, actually, yeah. Could I see this game finishing 1-0? Absolutely, I could see this game finishing 1-0. We said about Swansea's ability to keep clean sheets, haven't we? And they've won a free kick, which Will Volks doesn't seem very, very happy with. He's chipping away at the ref there. Here is Grimes. Grimes to Low. Grimes has got it back. Nice low cross there. Dangerous one. As we say quite often with Swansea, no one gambling in the real goal scorer position there. Do I do this? What is the Super Six? Is that a Sky Sports thing? I don't, obviously, by my answer. But if it involves me predicting 6 results, I'll be terrible at it. Throw in to Swansea down the left. Very bitty second half. It's lacking flow. Swansea just trying to manage the game. On the other screen, Jack Grealish is having a nice old dribble in the box there. Ooh, Villa nearly take the lead in the other game. Sorry, we're on this one. Cleared down the line by Swansea. And Ojo picks it up. Low goes down, no foul. Can Cardiff do anything with the possession here? Bennett has it. Nelson. Oh, they're a bit devoid of ideas at the moment, Cardiff. I wonder whether dropping a Marlon Packin or a Josh Murphy into the midfield area would help them out here. They just can't seem to play through into decent positions here, can they? Roberts with the long throw, headed away by Nelson. Guay puts it back in the mixer, and Nelson heads away again. Ojo to Volks to Bennett, who's going to go long. And that's a horrible pass by Bennett. Andre Ayew is down. He's holding his head. I hope he's okay. Did not see what happened there. I think he got the forearm there. Ooh, ouch, of Nelson. Looked like a fairly natural jump in position from Nelson there. So hopefully Ayew is okay. But they are taking every precaution with him. And rightly so. Free to enter. Predict the results of 6 game. Win £250,000. I'll have the £250,000. Dearie me. 6 results to win. No lose scenario. Maybe I'll look at this. The Super 6 can be a new segment on the channel. Boom. There are other chemical riddled soft drinks available on the market. Yeah, God knows what this is going to do to your insides after the amount I drink. See, we know about beer, don't we? And wine. It's been around for hundreds of years, hasn't it? We don't know about this rubbish in here that I'm drinking, do we? Famous last words. Ayew, is he going to continue? I think he is. He's holding the front of his head. Is he dazed or worse still, mildly concussed? He's trying to argue to the linesman that he was elbowed. I think it probably goes into the bracket of unfortunate collision, that one. There didn't seem an unnatural flailing arm or effort from Nelson to elbow or strike Mayhew, who throws himself straight into another aerial challenge as soon as he comes back on. And it's back with Smithies. As it stands at the moment, Bitch says, has this game stopped completely? It feels a little bit that way, doesn't it? As it stands, I don't see Cardiff getting back into this. They need to raise their game, to get this equalising goal. Just up the tempo, something. Here they come now, though. Ojo in off the right. Ojo with the left foot curler. See, that was far better. Just a bit more pace and urgency and intensity in the attack. That's what they've been lacking, haven't they? And therefore, the game's been lacking. Swansea have managed to control it, really, haven't they, in this second half? 62-25 gone in this one. 1-0 to the Swans. Woodman is going to take the goal kick. Merry Christmas, Nat. Merry Christmas, everyone. Dung, 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 dung. Ooh. Bum bum bum. Shaking Stevens, yeah. An excellent Christmas song, that one. Here's Bakuna to Volks. Rules and Harris, much to the annoyance of Joe Bennett, miscontrols it, and then Connor Roberts drawing the foul. I've got Wolves and Villa on in the background. If there's any goals, I will keep you posted on that one. I think perhaps Neil Harris a bit hampered by the injury to Kiefer Moore. I think the plan would have been Glatzel on for Harris. And two bustling strikers up top. But that is now not possible. Mayhew trying to rob Nelson. Nice little battle going on between those two. Nice little subplot. Here comes Moore. Sorry, not Moore. Glatzel. Ojo. Volks. Swansea nicely set. Bidwell has committed the foul, though. So this free kick can go into the box from Harry Wilson. Is there a better way to spend a Saturday? Soccer Saturday. Saturday Super Stream. Bet365 on the phone. If Carlsbad, love it, Ricky. Love it. Comment of the day. Oh, Lewis. Deary me. Good luck with the COVID. I don't really know what you can do other than just see it out, can you? In goes the free kick for Cardiff. Loopy header by Nelson. Easy catch for Woodman. Ben says, can't see a Cardiff goal. Yep. Hold my beer. You need to replace Jeff Stelling when he retires. Yes, please. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Bits has reinvested the cash out. Have a look at this. Here comes Mayhew down the right. On Swans to get another goal. 2 more corners with 1 yellow for Cardiff. Specific. Remind me of that one, Bits. Roberts to Fulton. To Guay, who goes all the way home. It's out with Smith now. Nice ball into Lowe. Swansea just moving the ball like they were in the first half now. Smith again. Lowe, ambitious shot there. He had a reverse ball onto Bidwell there that he didn't elect to take. Smith has got it again. Swansea having a best period now of the half. Mayhew. Nice feet. Mayhew plays it into Fulton. Fulton in the box here. Gets to the byline. Low cross. Morrison cleared it. Hit Harris, I think, on the way out. And we have a red card, ladies and gentlemen. As it went out, Joe Bennett dived into a tackle there. He has already been booked. And we may just have had the decisive moment in the game here. It's 10 men now for Cardiff. Sorry, Joe Rules, not Joe Bennett, has been sent off. Just flung himself into the tackle. It's a second yellow card for Rules. I said Swansea were just having their best period of the half. It's Smith he takes down. Let's have a look here. And he had possession. That was the thing. He had possession. He gave it away. Oh, yeah, it's a definite yellow card, isn't it? Smith gets there first, knocks it to one side, and a second yellow. And that will probably do for this game, won't it now? Because the way Swansea have been managing it, it's going to be very, very difficult for Neil Harris to come up with something here. Marlon Pack's going to come in, I suspect, for Mark Harris. And they'll play a 4-4-1, as all English managers do when they go down to 10 men. It's probably unfair. But you'd think now Swansea can really start to dominate the ball with the extra man here. The substitution hasn't happened yet. They're going to take the free kick first. Roberts and Grimes as ever over it. Roberts floats that into the back post. Good catch by Alex Smithies. Let's have a look at your comments. Game over. Cheerio. What the F does he think he's doing? Yeah, he just miscontrolled it, didn't he? And it's a knee-jerk reaction. As you miscontrol it, you try and win it straight back. But you don't do that on a yellow card, do you? Silly Billy. 2 Swans corners now and a goal. Oh, we've got the yellow card already. Rules is an idiot, says Liam. Plan B is incoming. So what do we need? 2 Swans corners and a Swans goal, is it? Okay. A long throw-in by Cardiff, headed away by... was that Bidwell? Yeah. And Lowe is going to tidy that up from the left-back position. Ayew plays it around the corner. Poor ball by Smith. Gives it away. Throwing about 40 yards out. I wonder if they'll toss this into the box. They're not going to. It's going to go down the line to Ojo. 69:15 on the clock. Still haven't brought Marlon Pack on yet, which they inevitably will. Played into the front for Glatzel, and Guehi wins it off him. Get your team news in now. Team news will be coming through from the 3 o'clock games. Grimes is running into the channel. Bakuna tidies that one up very nicely. Smithies has it. 69:50 gone. Long one forward from Smithies. Glatzel and Bidwell wrestling. It's fallen for Glatzel. Excellent challenge back there by Fulton. And a long one forward for Ayew to chase. Good header back by Nelson. Well judged there. I love how they look at the book of tactics as if it doesn't just say 4-4-1. Long ball. I think that is coming, isn't it? But they still haven't made the sub, to be fair, Ricky. With managers, you could have done a video, Ben, with the best and worst managed for each club by their win percentage. Nice. Where do you put Paul Hurst on that? Ipswich. Played 16, won 1. Here's Wilson. Ayew. Oh, now Lowe. They've got a man over here. Lowe still got it. Lowe into the box. Oh, that is a brilliant goal by Jamal Lowe. What a finish that was. Crikey. Lowe dribbled it up to the edge of the area And I don't know where it came from. He dragged his right foot over the top of the ball with the outside then of his right foot. He curled it. Absolutely brilliant finish by Jamal Lowe. There's me saying about goal scorers and Swansea. The break initially, this is a superb goal because he actually takes on two. And then that's a class finish by Jamal Lowe. And the game is now surely won. That's a superb goal. Go out of your way to see that if you're just watching me, not watching outside of the right foot into the corner. He actually dribbles it from quite a way, shrugs Wilson off, takes Nelson on, drag with the right foot outside, and in it goes. Great goal. Yeah, and they've got the breakaway. And I think Bits' bet might be looking quite good. Get your thoughts in on a really, really good second goal there for Swansea. 2-0 before the sub was made. They've taken their sweet time. They still haven't actually made the sub there. So whether it would have made any difference or not. 2 goals for Jamal Lowe. And the second one was a bit of a beauty, I have to say. Oh, 2-0, says Adrian. Good night. Great goal. Yes, it was, wasn't it? Did Jamal Lowe used to play Pompey? Yes, Pompey and Wigan. Proper Paul Cook guy. 2 corners now, please. Oh, and the bet comes in, doesn't it? Yeah, get your thoughts in on really lovely bit of technique for that goal. Mario says, what do you think the score will be at Watford, Birmingham today? We'll do that on the Super Stream, Mario. I think I had a very low scoring draw in that one with those 2 managers. You won't be surprised to hear. 1 change for Norwich today. Tetty on for Steeperman. Campbell, McLean, Dowell and Hugel on the bench. Great squad Norwich have got now, getting over that injury crisis. Right, who are Derby playing? Marshall, Byrne, Wisdom, Clark, Buchanan, Bird, Bielik, Knight, Josviak, Lawrence, Kazim, Richards. Is that unchanged, Lewis? Or no, Davis would have come out, wouldn't he, in Wisdom? In Dallas Schwartz here. Morning from Ben across the forts. Thoughts on Birmingham will fare against Watford today, with the Troy Deeney derby, hey? As I just said to, I think it was Mario, wasn't it? A pragmatic one, probably going to end in a draw, knowing those 2 managers. Bristol City team there. Thanks, Anir. Bentley, Hunt, Viner, Callas, Rowe, Backinson, Najo, Dowda, Semenya, Wells, Martin, unchanged. Hamza. Oh, here comes Swansea. Cut back by Connor Roberts. Ayew with a uncharacteristically rubbish shot there. Shanks it out left-footed. Robinson in for Dejan Garner. Interesting. Kravinovic in for Pereira, who's suspended, isn't he? O'Shea in for Bartley. Etheridge, Cogley, Roberts, Salter, Pedersen, San Jose, Keefton Bell, Gardner, Sunjic, Leko, Jutkovic. Is John Terrell not playing after his 2 goals the other night? Goodness me. Cardiff coming down the right-hand side. Bakuna's forward. Oh, nice feet by Bakuna. Left foot shot deflects off Bennett and out for a corner. Oh, 4 changes for Derby. Excuse me. Thanks for the reply. Just join in. Does Karanka see out the season, or does the board get happy feet and jump yet again? You'd hope. It's probably more likely that Karanka will get fed up than the board get fed up knowing Karanka. But yeah, I think he sees out the season, doesn't he? Surely. Corner in for Cardiff. Glatzel was up there. Heads that one wide. What is he? 7-8 yards out there. Middle-ish of the goal. Probably best chance of the game, that, for Cardiff, wasn't it? Definitely was the best chance of the game. They lose him. Yeah, good block by Nelson on Norton, and Glatzel got himself free. Headed it wide. Karankarinovic would probably agree to a 0-0 if this was an Italian game. What? Anti-Swansea? What is your evidence for that, Five Bellies? What utter nonsense. Give me some evidence how I'm anti-Swansea. Why do I always get accused of being anti-teams by fans of teams? Go on, give me some evidence why I'm anti-Swansea. Never heard anything so ridiculous in all my life. Dear me, go on. We're awaiting your evidence. And the great thing about YouTube is everything I've said has been recorded, so you can quote me directly. Did I hear that Filippo Giraldi has left Watford? I don't know who that is. If anything, Mr. Broom is pro-Swansea. I'm just pro-football. Deary me. Roberts plays that one forward. Lowe's running Morrison now. Nelson on the cover. Lowe still got it. He just knocks it out. Lowe for the hat-trick. Oh, curled it right-footed just around the post. Oh, the pet bluebird I've got on my shoulder. Deary me. Jay's off. 2-0 Birmingham. There you go. That will backfire. You are anti-corners for Swansea. It's all my fault, is it? Yes, and I'm a Cardiff fan in disguise, of course. Because of that great rivalry between Swansea. Oh, it's comical, isn't it? As a Swansea fan, you're more anti. I'm not anti anyone. Deary me. What are you going to do, hey? What are you going to do? must be hard for an Ipswich fan to say he's pro-football. Yeah. To know what Cooper has given Lowe, he's been class. Second goal was beautiful, wasn't he? Ban him. Hey, I'm still waiting for the... Oh, you have replied, Five Bellies. You haven't given me your evidence. I like Ipswich. Great away day, though. You're changing the subject there, aren't you? What's your evidence that I'm anti-Swansea? How utterly ridiculous accusation. Here is Bidwell for the excellent Swansea, who are going second in the league, whose manager I've praised over and again and said Andre Ayew's one of the best players in the division, whilst waxing lyrical about the second goal that they've just scored. But I'm anti-Swansea. It's so laughable, isn't it? Dear me. Anyway, move on, Ben. Here is Norton for the excellent Swansea, who are going to win this game and go second. Roberts crosses. Am I allowed to say that was a bad cross that was shanked completely into the stand? Or will that be anti-Swansea? Dearing me. It was a terrible cross by Roberts into the stand there. Dear oh me. How can Ben be a Cardiff fan? He already supports Norwich. And on that note, laters everyone. It's Barry. Is it Barry in disguise? Wednesday's team there. Wildsmith, Odebajo, Lees, Dunkley, Van Aken, Iorfa, Harris, Bannon, Reach, Windus, Patterson. Booted away by Alex Smithies there. Nodded back by Bidwell. Morrison has it at the back. Can Cardiff force anything in these last 10 minutes? Here comes Bennett down the left-hand side. Oh, nice take on by Bennett. But Norton on the cover boots it clear. And here is Lowe. Lowe plays it into the channel. He's asking a hell of a lot of Roberts to get that. And indeed, Roberts has to give up on that one. You should have jumped up, ripped off your shirt and slid across the room to celebrate that Lowe goal. I got my earphones in, Hamza. I can't. Sun was in his eyes, Ben. Not his fault. He's excellent. Who are you talking about? Bennett? with the sun in your eyes and the wind in your face. Here comes Roberts down the right-hand side for Cardiff. Swansea, even. Here is Fulton. Show us your swan tattoo on your back. Are you asking me? Deary me, what is going on today? Crossed into the box by Smith. And Pack. Oh, Pack finally came on. Guay to Smith to Roberts. Smith to Grimes. To Roberts down the line. Smith cut back to Guay, who was forward there. Puts it over the top. Good to see Dunkley making his first start. Sheffield Wednesday today. Yeah, signed injured, didn't he? They are blaming you for being anti-Swansea for not praising the first Swansea goal. Deary me. I used to work in a primary school where the kids would go, "What about me? What about me?" Like they needed affirmation for absolutely everything they did. Look, the ball was lobbed up in the air. Yeah. Connor Roberts then and Shay Ojo and Joe Bennett all come together and Ojo leaves the header and Roberts gets to win it. It wasn't good defending, yeah? Then the ball is nodded down. Lowe gets there first, and it pretty much goes through the goalkeeper. What about that is not utter fact? Deary me. Nice little build-up there, but from the moment Bidwell just lobs the cross up into the box, it is what it is. A bit of a messy goal. The second goal was absolutely brilliant, but deary me. Deary me. I think the thing I find most amusing is how that's anti someone. How not praising someone is automatically anti them. Absolutely ridiculous. Deary me. Who's been the biggest surprise team in the Championship this season so far? Reading, 100%. 7 wins and a draw in their first 8. I once saw Ben pitch invade at Swansea shouting "Upper Swans." Hang on a minute. Am I for them now? Or deary me? Watch it, Ben. For what are we about to receive? Millers v Brizzle ready. Enjoy. And the sun was in the defender's eye. Oh, I thought the sun wasn't. Could have possibly been in the defender's eyes there. I'm just asking the question. And frankly, unless you're the defender, you don't know, and I don't know. Here is Glatzel. The ball hit the ref there, but no drop ball given. Pack to Bakuna to Bennett. Here's Bakuna. On to Glatzel, and Guay comes through with the tackle. Jamal Lowe plays that one home. 85-40 gone in this one. Who's that coming on? Wayne Routledge. A red card for Douglas Luiz in the Villa Wolves game with 6 minutes to go. Jamal Lowe's going off. Jamal Lowe, scorer of a brilliant second goal and a brace today for him. He's made the difference, hasn't he? I think we've established Ben in neutral Swansea. We try our best, hey? The silly thing is the fact that football fans try to find bias in somebody else kind of implies their own bias, but they can't see it, do they? Dear oh me. Here comes Mayhew. Ooh, Roberts tried to play him in there and just blocked out. Roberts trying to skill up Joe Bennett there. Does not work. Here's Wilson. Ojo plays it into the channel. Bennett gets that one clear. Benny's anti-Bristol City. Of course I am. I think the issue that football fans have is that, so for example, today, if I'm watching this game, Swansea v Cardiff, right, and a Swansea fan is watching the stream, the Swansea fan likes Swansea more than I like Swansea. Of course they do. They're a Swansea fan. I'm not. I'm neutral. And I think then the Swansea fan has an issue with the fact that I like Swansea less than they do, because they want to say lovely things about Swansea all the time, and I just say what's actually happening. I think that is the general issue with football fans when they're dealing with a neutral. That the issue is not that you dislike the team, is that you like the team less than they like the team, but they like the team more than is proportionate for a normal person because they're a fan. You feel me? 88-28 gone in this one. Bennett, Swansea going to second in the table here. Excellent job by Steve Cooper, breaking up the parachute cartel. Asian horizon. Swansea is perfect. What do you mean? Benny's anti-everything. Absolutely. Streaming, yes, we are super stream at 2:55. Hamza, in about 35 minutes. I get a little bit of a break. And then what we got? Tomorrow morning, the Championship review, and then Fulham-Liverpool at 4:30 tomorrow. Is Roman Reigns my brother? I wish I was as good looking as Roman Reigns, eh? Here is Bidwell, crosses in, Morrison blocks it. It's back with Bidwell. Crossed into Mayhew, who glances the header. And out it goes. Would be nice for Swansea to be in the top two for the new year. Well, as I'm being accused of being anti-Swansea, then that would be a terrible thing, wouldn't it? Hey? Surely I wouldn't want them to be in the top two. May the best team, the best two teams be in the top two by the end of the year. I've been watching you since you had 12,000 subs. Nice one, Mario. How many have we got now? 13,400. Joy to the world. Bum, 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 bum. Give us your best Roman Reigns. I don't know. What is his catchphrase? I don't know. You all know I'm not very good at impressions. Bidwell has managed to land on top of, who is that? Gavin White. And we have a free kick to Cardiff. My son has laid claim to the telly. Yeah, they'll do that. Can I do Super Stream in Newcastle, West Brom? I'd love to have you on the Super Stream if you're watching Newcastle, West Brom. That'd be tremendous. Keep us up to date with that one. Free kick goes in from Cardiff and well caught by Freddie Woodman. There's the Reading team. Raphael, Estevez, Moore, Morrison, Richards, Rinomoto, Lawrence, Semedo, Ajaria, Luco, Bulldog, no, Maite or Zhao. That's bad news for Reading. Who are they playing? QPR today, isn't it? Rotherham trying to match us as a 3-5-2, but we went 4-3-3. Wouldn't be surprised if we have the majority of the possession. Oh, you will against Rotherham if what I've seen in Tuesday was the case. They were quite passive, particularly in the first half. Oldham v Bradford predictions. That might be out of my knowledge sphere there, Peanuts. You help us out with that one. No player has scored a league hat-trick in the South Wales derby, and Cooper brings Low off. Am I noticing Swansea fans, their glass is a little bit half empty here? You wouldn't think they were winning 2-0 away at their nearest and dearest rivals here. They're unhappy at me. They're unhappy at Steve Cooper. This is going to be a great win for Swansea. Bakuna plays it back. We have about a minute and a half. Blackman not in goal for the Millers. Interesting. You know, it's the last throws of a manager's dice when the goalkeeper gets dropped, don't you? Never a good sign. Ojo forces a corner down the left-hand side. Oh, is there a penalty in the Villa game? Wow. That'll be very, very late if it is. Pack pops the corner in. I think I'm about to see this penalty incident. Am I? Or not? Sorry, I'm across two games here. It's Grealish, of course, isn't it? Oh, there it is. And there is the penalty. Goodness me. 91-56. Villa win a penalty in that game. We've got about 20 seconds more of this one to go. Cardiff are going second, and Aston Villa have indeed scored from the penalty spot in the 90th minute. Jamal Lowe getting the Man of the Match award. Who scored the penalty for Villa then? And it is full time here in this one. There we go. A happy Cardiff fan. Lovely. I'm not unhappy. I'm already looking at who we might get drawn against in the Champions League. Tremendous stuff, everybody. Right. It was Cardiff 0, Swansea 2. Really decent performance by Swansea. Took the lead in the 4th minute. Jamal Lowe with the volley that sort of went through Alex Smithies in the goal. And in the second half, Jamal Lowe gets the second goal. Beautiful goal, that, dragging his foot across the ball. That after a red card for, who was it that got sent off? It was Joe Rules, wasn't it? We're just seeing on the other screen, Aston Villa celebrating a last-minute penalty, you'd assume, winner for our dearly departed there over Wolves. Let's have a look at the live league table, which does indeed show that the Swans move on to 33 points, 1 behind Norwich and 2 above Bournemouth. Obviously, they have played a game more. Cardiff's 4-game winning streak is over. And that is our show. I am going to take a break right now. I'm going to say thank you, everybody. And we are going to be back for the Saturday Super Stream. Just give a shout out to Charlie. Off to have his treatment. All the best to you, Charlie. And there's a big thank you to Charlie, who sponsors all of our watch-alongs live here on the channel. Right. I hope that we'll see some of you guys in 30 minutes when I will be back for the Saturday Super Stream. So I'm going to take a bit of a break, and we'll be back for all of the 3 p.m. guys Are we getting another red card in the Wolves game? Oh, God, they're losing the plot there, aren't they? Jean Moutinho has been sent off in that game. Anyway, I was just about to say bye-bye, and I'll see you all in a little bit for the super stream. It's a big thank you for watching, and it's over and out. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.